So today is going to be an interesting day. I feel like ever since I've gotten my eyesight, I have woken up like, hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and I try something different. And today we're going to be doing ice skating. I have a friend who was a former pro hockey player, and he's going to teach me this. I've never roller skated before. Well, I've tried. It's just, I didn't get really more than 2 feet away from where I was sitting. Yeah, let's see if I can manage not to die. I have an idea of what to expect. Did I mention I don't like the cold and that's why I moved here? I feel like this is the scariest thing that I've ever attempted though, because I'm just thinking I'm gonna fall. I also have EDS, so it's hard for me to kind of keep my body standing upright, like even without skates, and I have limited mobility in my feet and ankles, so we'll see how this goes. All right, time to drive. Actually, here's a thing that I don't know if a lot of you guys know about me. I drive a stick. Yeah, I mean, that tells you all you need to know about my personality. Yeah, so here we go. How you doing?
Good. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm recording your skates because they're cool.
Here. These are real NHL skates.
So are they like, is there any, what's different from them versus these? Like, besides everything.
Yeah, it's like having a Lamborghini or a Ford.
Nice. So you're gonna prevent me from falling. By the way, hi everybody, this is Max.
How dude?
Yeah. So how many times am I gonna fall? Besides like 47?
Was none. Last week was none.
I guess I better put my skates on.
You're damn skippy.
Let's see how hard it's gonna be to film this because I really don't know what I'm doing. This is great. There's like 3-year-old children that can do this, and then I'm like having a heart attack. I got it. They're on my feet. There's like, this is actually sharp, you guys. I mean, I know this is probably not news to anybody but me. Like that.
Yeah.
All right.
See, much better than last time. Much
Okay.
better than last time, right?
It's moving though, man. It's moving.
It does move.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Remember what we talked about? What did we talk about last week to get forward motion? C cut. Safer to the boards, and as you press out and around, the toe comes and meets.
Where's
Makes
the power
sense?
coming from?
So the power right now is from my inner thigh as I do a C cut in reverse.
Okay.
Right? That's a C cut in reverse. And you reconnect yourself. Good. Bring it a little closer
Is
to
this
the
okay
boards.
to move like that on the ice?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're going to move all over the place when you're playing. Trust
Okay.
me. Now, so you were a little too far from the board, so get a little closer. Yeah, because you never want to have to extend your arm all the way. Right?
Oh, all right.
Remember, you got to bend your right knee. There you go. That's better. That's better. Though you're releasing the power in the leg. This leg creates the power. Don't let it go.
Wait, which leg?
So my right leg's creating the power. So you can kind of hear it here. I won't be able to do it loud, but you'll hear it, right? As it comes out and around, it makes a cut. Right? That's why it's called a C cut. So you want to get to a point where you're propelling yourself with that left leg.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like it.
Nobody does at the beginning.
I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die. You just gotta keep checking in with the things. Now remember last week, Tony Chestnut? Tony Chestnut, right? So toes, knees, chest, and nut have to all be in a good alignment, right? Because the deeper you can go, right? The more power you can generate, but also the more stable you are on your skates, just like skiing.
Oh, okay.
That make sense?
I've never skied before, so
So
no.
you gotta sit your ass back. So your toes, your knees, your chest, and your nut are all in line, and then you can come up and down.
Wait, your head is your nuts?
Nut. Tony Chestnut. As a kid, that's how a power skating instructor named Barbara Horan taught me. Tony Chestnut. Tony Chestnut.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to keep filming you?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think, well, let's have you try, just for a few feet on your own, to push off with that foot and then release your right hand and try and get to me.
Really?
Yeah. Just try it.
Okay.
Try and get to
Cool
me.
that you're coming closer.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Okay, something like that.
Kind of now, right. Remember, you want to be,
Kind of moving.
so remember, right? You want to move your feet side to side, right? You're going to soft with the toe.
Like that.
And now press with the left. Yeah. Good, left, good. There you go. So all you're working right now is your right, right?
Yes.
You got to work your left, too.
Just like, yeah.
Come on, you got to work your left.
Which one is my left?
Okay, so here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Here we go. She's doing it.
I'm doing the thing. I'm moving on the frozen water. It's
And the frozen water is protecting you.
I mean, you could say that, I guess, yes. I'm terrified of it, but we're good.
We're gonna get all the way to the end boards.
Okay, I still don't know how to stop, but I guess when I slam into that, it'll help me stop because, you know, I got an
Careful.
A- in physics class.
Yeah! She did it! She did it!
I feel like a very happy 3-year-old. Do I get Chuck E. Cheese?
So as the dinosaur gets back on the ice after 25 years, one of the things that I'm relearning rather, is that skates are rockered differently now. So I used to get my skates rockered at a slightly different angle than these new skates that I have are rockered. And the gentleman who does the rockering here at this rink explained to me that you should try out this new rockering because this is really the way things are going now. I don't really have an opinion on it one way or the other just yet because this is my second time on the blades. But I will say I notice a difference in the angles and they feel a bit more flat than the other blades.
Oh.
So it feels like there's a bit more blade on the ice at times. But that could also just be the fact that I'm a dinosaur and haven't been on the ice in 25 years. So that's one thing I'm noticing a difference. Once again, re-entering the world of the frozen water.
Well, you're doing better than me.
Yeah, well, it's always going to feel like home, whatever the angle.
Okay, so this video was supposed to end a completely different way. You know, I've skated before and I don't fall. And I know that I was joking about, you know, oh, am I going to fall? Well, right after we turned the cameras off, an 8-ish-year-old boy had put his headband over his eyes and was speed skating for some reason. His parents were there and apparently his skating coach was there and they didn't correct him. This young boy plowed directly into the back of me and sent me flying. I landed on my butt and I landed, I have a huge bruise here, which is bandaged up and I'm very swollen. I landed on my hand as well. So, yeah, so the thing that I'm finding that I'm seeing, if you're asking me what I'm seeing, is it doesn't appear that people have any sort of responsibility these days to other people because the parents of the child were deferring responsibility and pretending not to understand what happened. The skating coach of the child was more concerned if I had used a swear word when I fell around the child and didn't seem concerned that I was possibly seriously injured. I still don't know if this is broken. I don't think it is. I can move it, but I can tell you right now, this is really, really painful. This is not a joke. I don't know if I'm going to have the use of my hand tomorrow. But when the kid hit me, he left the ice and went out into the hallway and started crying to his mother as if I had wronged him. And I repeat, I was skating, holding on to Max, who was teaching me, and the kid plowed directly into my back. So there's no way that I or he could have really seen it. And the kid starts crying like he's been put upon and he's getting babied by his parents for that kind of behavior. I really don't have anything positive to say about that. I love children, but you know, parents really need to understand that things are dangerous. Things can be dangerous. And your kid is not always going to be, your kid is not always not going to have consequences for their actions. And if you don't teach them right from wrong when you're young, somebody who is a lot less nice than a parent or me is going to teach them that in a way that's going to be really unfortunate. And it was just a real bummer to see that I was so viciously injured by this person's child, and they didn't seem to care whatsoever. So yeah, if you're asking me what I'm seeing, I'm seeing a lack of responsibility these days, but overall, I really enjoyed ice skating. That was my second time ice skating. I did not fall until somebody plowed into me from behind and took my knees out. And I do want to do it again, but I think I'm going to take a break. And this is a really good metaphor for my life, I feel like. I feel like my life has always handed me difficult things like this. Things don't always go as planned. But somehow I feel optimistic, and somehow something natural in me keeps me going, and it keeps me positive. And somebody asked me why I have such a positive attitude about things, and I think the reason for that is because if I didn't have this Zen way of looking at life, I think I'd go insane, because there's so much wrong with the world. I mean, if I had done what this child had done to anybody, you know, my people that were watching me as a child would have literally grounded me for probably a year. Like, you know, I would have gotten slapped. Like, whether that's right or wrong, you can debate that. But the bottom line is it would not have been tolerated. So yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this. And I hope this isn't bad.